In the field of journalism, the editorial department plays a crucial role in shaping and presenting news stories. The editorial department is responsible for overseeing the editorial content of a news organization, including the selection of stories, the editing of articles, and the presentation of news in various formats. In this article, we will explore the role and responsibilities of the editorial department in journalism. 1. Story selection and assignment. One of the primary responsibilities of the editorial department is to select and assign news stories to reporters and writers. The editorial department must determine which stories are the most important and relevant to their audience, and assign reporters or writers to cover those stories. The editorial department must also ensure that stories are assigned fairly and with diversity in mind. This means that they should consider a range of topics and sources, and assign stories to journalists with different perspectives and backgrounds. 2. Editing and fact-checking. Once a story has been assigned and written, it is the responsibility of the editorial department to edit and fact-check the story. Editors must ensure that stories are accurate, fair, and comply with the organization's style guide. Fact-checking is a critical part of the editing process. Editors must verify the accuracy of facts and figures reported in the story, and ensure that any claims made are backed up by credible sources. 3. Presentation of news. The editorial department is also responsible for the presentation of news in various formats, including print, online, and broadcast. This involves deciding on the placement of stories, headlines, and images, as well as the tone and voice of the news organization. The editorial department must also consider the target audience when presenting news. They should consider the preferences of their audience in terms of format, tone, and language, and tailor their presentation accordingly. 4. Opinion and commentary. In addition to reporting on the news, the editorial department may also be responsible for producing opinion and commentary pieces. This includes editorial pieces written by the editorial board, as well as opinion pieces submitted by writers or columnists. The editorial department must ensure that opinion pieces are clearly labeled as such and that the views expressed in these pieces are not attributed to the news organization as a whole. Opinion pieces should be written with the same level of accuracy and fairness as news articles, and editors must ensure that they comply with the organization's editorial standards. 5. Ethics and standards. The editorial department is responsible for upholding ethical and journalistic standards within the organization. This includes ensuring that stories are reported accurately and fairly, that sources are protected, and that the privacy of individuals is respected. The editorial department must also ensure that the organization complies with legal and regulatory requirements, such as defamation laws and privacy laws. Conclusion. In summary, the editorial department plays a critical role in the field of journalism. Its responsibilities include selecting and assigning news stories, editing and fact-checking articles, presenting news in various formats, producing opinion and commentary pieces, and upholding ethical and journalistic standards. The editorial department is essential to the success and credibility of a news organization and plays a vital role in shaping public opinion and discourse.